In the top left, the Riddler. And in the bottom right, from Flipside Tactics. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Can he? A standard scout. There are no SCVs on the map. As I choke here, hopefully I'm the only one. I think he's going to be paying very, very close attention to what this probe sees. A little bit of harass to start. Gotta drop the spray. Gotta drop the spray. Even means you take another hit. A Marine first. He's making it look like it is potentially what it was last game, I think. Well, I take it back. He showed the expansion, so... Kenny already knows it's not. He did take a little look if there's, like, a barracks behind his net. Just scouting around. Maybe there's a factory out here. You can still do that and expand at the same time. Really diligent scouting from Kenny. And I don't blame him for feeling confident. As long as he's the one... As he's able to get to the mid-game, gets his blink and maybe his disruptors, like, that's the comfort zone there. Last game, he was definitely knocked out of it. He almost got back to it, but too much damage was done early, and he just was completely unprepared. Adept coming in. We've got a Twilight Council. The blink opener, the favored choice. Whereas on the other side, another build. Oh, the Adept, shade up. Did it actually catch? Because the vision is reduced on the shade. He can get one more shade, though. He should be able to confirm this is a reactor factory. The threat of Hellions, potentially Cyclones, probably not Cyclones, but potentially. Kenny now has a good idea of what can be happening. Blink is the choice. The question will be how quickly he decides on a robo. Gonna get his gates up first. And then are we gonna see, once again, Adept Shade coming. Very diligent on that Adept Shade cooldown, by the way. He likes throwing shade. Just watch any of his videos. It looks like this is gonna be quite a commitment. A medevac is done. Is he gonna drop the Marines or the Hellions? The Marines are the choice. The robo starts. Blink is on the way. There's already a semi-wall against Hellions. Is that a wall up there? It's going to work on the destructible rocks that are there to block cannon rushes and the like. The Hellions are running by. Canning has all the tools he might need to defend this, but it's still difficult. Let me choke. Difficult. My voice crack. Oh no, the Hellions are coming through. Will the force field do it? Does the force field actually block this? Oh no. No. They're dropping the main. This is... Several probes are gonna fall. Will we get the medevac as well? The probe count is dipping. The Marines actually taking out some of the Stalkers. That was a big commitment. 9 probes killed. He does not get the medevac. Was that worth it? I think for the Riddler, I think yes. The objective was to kill probes. He did kill probes. He pulled them away. There's the Robo Bay. A Liberator coming up. And he forced out Adepts to be warped in. There aren't even enough Stalkers to comfortably kill the Liberator. This could be the kicker that really opens things up. Canning pulls away. doesn't lose any probes, but none of these probes are mining, right? A third command center starts. So yeah, not what he was looking for. What is this? A fusion core hidden. Wow. Advanced ballistics liberators are some of the most dangerous things in the game. But it takes a while to get there. You need the fusion core. He's researching cloak. Is he gonna get a banshee? Is he really? Is that for the observer to scout? I don't... Does he plan... Is he really planning all that out? Is he gonna have the observer scout, die, be convinced it's a cloaked banshee, and then go ranged liberators? Is that the game plan here? I guess. So, I mean, this is quite a dramatic strat. If he could and probably did just see that if he figures this out, if Mcanning figures this out, that's a pretty big advantage. He's building a Stargate, he knows. Yeah, he saw the Liberator come out. Like, you don't go cloak Banshees at this timing, that makes no sense at all. He's getting a Stargate, he figured it out. Okay. The Liberator is scouted out. Even one Phoenix, he'll probably get a Void Ray, but... Investing in ranged Liberators with no medevacs, this is quite a turtle strat. Mcanning, now one thing, he doesn't have a Forge. No Forges at all. This Liberator going to be taken out. The Observer going to see the third. The worker count not so healthy. A Void Ray is on the way to deal with the ranged Libs. Where are the upgrades, though? I think is he just going to go for the kill? Because he's not really heavily making probes either. I'm not sure if Mcanning... He's not entirely comfortable with the scenario right now, but... With this third taken. Glaives are done, so is Blink. Looks like he wants to go for some aggression here. But the lack of upgrades will hurt him. Well, I say that. In a typical game, the lack of upgrades would hurt him pretty bad. But in this game... What is that scan? He scans for observers, he misses them. In this game, the Riddler has not gone for upgrades at all. Usually the Terran would be going towards 1-1, maybe even getting towards +2. The Void Ray in position to shut down this Liberator. It should not be able to pick up too many kills unless it evades the Void. Avoid. Now, this is quite a disjointed army coming out. I don't know if Mcanning saw this army on the way. Are we going to go into another awkward base trade, just like Game 1? It looks like the answer could be yes. Mcanning in a very uncomfortable position. Will he recall? Oh no. Oh no. What do you do? He has to base trade, but the Adepts are coming at the same time. The Riddler on the third. Disruptors must be chrono boosted out. He's on... At the same time, Mcanning is gutting the economy. There's not much production behind. He's not building Liberators. He has one more tank and one tank on the high ground here. A lot of SCVs are going to fall. Does he choose to recall? That's the question. He's running out of time to decide. One Disruptor at the front. Throws the shot out. Not really what he was looking for, but it's something. He can bring all his units together. Some more Disruptor shots. Big hits. Adepts cleaned up in the main. Is it time for a recall? Can he do it? He's gonna recall right on top of everything. He warps in the tank shots. The Disruptors are on the field. He brings it back. Easily gonna take out the tanks. Another Purification Nova at the back is eaten by the tank itself. Mcanning to 90 supply. The worker count's 42 to 47. In the favor of the Terran. Well, the Blinkstalker's moving forward. He picks up. Now those are some badly bruised units. The Blinkstalkers can definitely take many of them out. He goes for it. He can turn the tides, potentially. The Disruptor Nova, big hit. But there's still a lot of units to deal with. +1 is on the way. +1 is already done for the Riddler. The third base was taken out. The third base is on both sides. He still has Disruptors in a dream. Does Mcanning see this? He catches a glimpse of the medevacs. He doesn't have a recall. He can't go across the map. He's got to come back home to defend. But there is a disruptor. Oh, big hit. A big hit. But the tanks will still siege. The disruptor could be picked up. Another tank will siege. He has a Dark Shrine. He has a Dark Shrine. He's warping in a DT on the tanks. He's going for the Dark Shrine. That's the targeting there. The Adept catching some of these units. Another disruptor has to come up. You gotta be careful about blinking into it. He picks off one of the medevacs, but not the one with the units in it. MKing dipping on supply. He doesn't have a third base on the way. Neither does the Riddler, but his buildings can fly. A DT coming across the map. He really has to maximize these disruptors for all they're worth. Blinking forward, maybe a little bit much. Some hits. He has a lot of disruptors. Big hit, triple hit on Marauders. Another hit, right down the center. The DT going to work. There's an Adept as well. Another disruptor. A big curveball shot. He's evening up the supplies. The Adept did some damage on the other side. I don't know what happened to the Dark Templar. The Adepts are trying to shade through. Gotta be careful with your disruptor hits. He wants to jump on the tank. He does. A Purification Nova to the left. Adepts to the right. And M canning down the center, evening up the supplies. Oh, Blake takes out a medevac, takes out a second. The army supplies. And he still has 6 disruptors. He's picking off the Marines. Stim forward. The Riddler is mining out of his main. An observer sees everything. He's sending out a drop. M. Canning trying to retake a third. The DT comes in, that's going to die immediately. Unfortunately. Links to the side. The Disruptor Nova's coming out. Isn't quite able to connect on the tank. Big hit! Another 2 shots for the tank. Takes it out from downtown. The drop is going to land on the third. Another Dark Shrine is in the works. M. Canning. He can't recall to a base that isn't done yet. There's still 1 tank on the very high ground. Disruptor hit after disruptor hit. Takes out the turret. Another... The disruptor count on the other side. Slowing things down. There are enough units to hold on. M. Canning grinding it down. Another chunk into the Marauders. A big shot. There's not that many... If he doesn't have the shots, if he doesn't stagger them... Oh, the medevac, the Riddler feeling the pressure! The blink back! The Disruptor with the save! A blink forward! Takes out the Marauders! M. Canning's in the lead! More Disruptor shots. It's just, he can't... The war of attrition. M. Canning is winning it. Another one wards him back. He's running out of money. The Marauders go right face first into it! And suddenly, despite being pushed back against the wall, out of position again, when the base trade started, there are some ranged liberators. Oh, the drops could be dangerous. Oh, splits the difference. There's a tank at the back. He does have a recall. If this base is done, 2 medevacs of units aren't necessarily game enders. Takes out another group. A DT coming in. Is there a turret? There's no turret. Is there a scan? There are scans. Great commentary. A drop coming out. Is the scan there in time, though? Scan coming up that... Wait, did he just drop mules? He just dropped mules and his command center's lifted! It's a disaster! He has to bring the orbital down, but he's killing all the SCVs! The drop coming in! A big disruptor hit right in the center! He still has a lot of the Marauders here, but the Stalkers at the back! M. Canning picking him apart! The timing, impeccable! He could try to go for... Well, the Marauder micro is good for now. He's gonna have another disruptor shot in a moment. Those Marauders, better red than dead. The DT in the main! It has 13 kills, 35 to 16 workers! Can he do it? Yes, he can! 105 to 40. It's over. It's over. It all came apart. It was on the edge. M. Canning almost pushed off the cliff, but the disruptors worked their way back. The only drop of use being shut down. Using disruptors on supply depots, the disrespect. Not like he has any chance of being supply blocked at this point. The Void Ray shows up, remember that thing? He filters through. The DT on the other side, but the Riddler losing bases. He has no economy. M. Canning has restabilized his third base. And, I mean, there's nothing left. The units are in autumn colors. The command center tries to land. Good luck. Novas come out. Another big series of hits. The volley connects. Another one. There's no units left. He can't. How many Marine? He has 1 Marine. He's blinking through. Doesn't even care anymore. Hits the Marauders. M. Canning brings it back. And wins the series 2-1.